Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Hannah DeBoer and welcome to this video. I am going to be using the Chocolates Profusion palette. Love this so much. Also using the contour palette, and I created this look with it, so if you'd like to see how I got it, continue watching. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. I am going to be using this baby here, the Chocolates Profusion palette. I have been using it the last couple weeks. Love it so much. I'll open it up so you guys can see the colors. I love the color selection here. It's very neutral, very everyday, and then you have your pops of this green here and these two like sea foamy green shades here. They're just, the payoff of these three especially are just mind-blowing. I love them so much. And then I love this rustic color here. This is just an overall a beautiful palette, and I'm gonna stop talking about it so that we can actually get to using it. And then also I will be using the Pro Contour palette from Profusion, which looks like Lash. Also been loving this, and it has a smell to it and it kind of smells good. I don't know what it is, or I don't remember, or I don't know what it reminds me of, but whatever it is, it just smells good to me. Anyway, so I am going to get started. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this look yet. Like I said, I have been using this palette and I've just been enjoying it so much. I did an Instagram story a couple weeks ago of me using like the sea foamy green colors all together, and oh, so beautiful. Just, you know, playing around with makeup at like 12 at night, you know, that's what I do. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. I know I'm going to go into Gentle, this shade right here, and I'm just gonna put this in the crease and a little bit above. I started to film this video and I was just like talking, and then looked down and realized that there was no SD card in my audio. So, you know, that's always helpful to actually have a card in your stuff when you're trying to work. You know what I mean? Oh, and I do obviously, I'm sure you can tell, have my brows done. I filled them in with the BH Cosmetics Pro palette, and then I also carved them out with concealer and then set them with a loose powder so they'd be all ready for shadow. Oh, and then I'm going into Likeable right here, and I'm just placing this into the crease as well. I have been so busy with freelance makeup this month. I've had like 5 people book me for consultations, which is so fun. Thoroughly enjoying it. So I have a few weddings, you know, this summer, and I'm so ready for summer. We have had so much snow. I was stuck in our house for 5 days straight because I could not get out with our car. And like, even if I was to get out, it just wouldn't be like safe to drive in really, and I don't really want to take the baby out. And so I stayed home, got a lot of things done that I wanted to. I've been refurbishing some dressers. I love to do that and then like resell them. So I just have like, you know, some extra cash around the house so that I could buy more makeup. And then now I'm going to go into Fuse, this brown shade here, this brown chocolate shade. And I'm also just gonna place this in the crease. But yeah, so I've got a lot done this last week, and I felt, you know, like so on top of things. And then we ran out of groceries, and so I was like, now I gotta venture out and try to make it. But yeah, I'm so ready for summer to begin, or spring, you know. I have started some plants inside so that I can have a little garden. It's gonna be so fun. I'm buying Livy a little like, you know, those like Pride and Prejudice sun hats. So it's gonna be super cute to put her like in the little garden, and then with little rompers and sundresses, and do a little photo shoot. It'll be so cute. These shadows just blend so nicely together. I think that these shadows are probably gonna be one of my favorites from the drugstore, or that are affordable. You can, some Walmart sell the Profusion palettes, I know that, and then you can obviously go online. Can't remember if they sell them at Ulta. I'm pretty sure that they do. They have them on the website at Ulta. I'll have to check to be sure. These are just so affordable, and I cannot believe they're so inexpensive for how great the quality of the shadows are. I haven't tried anything else from their line. Dipped it into the wrong shadow here. But I am enjoying these so much. I'm just going back and forth. I don't know if I said this already. Back and forth, building up shadows and then blending them together. I have this patch right here of my eye that doesn't want The shadow doesn't want to stick. I just didn't set it very well with setting powder after I concealed. Okay, I think next I want to dip into this shade right here called Joy. It's like a shimmery gold shade. And I'm just going to place this kind of like on the inner half of my eye. These, I can't get over these shadows, honestly. And they just stay all day. Profusion, why are you so good? And I bet if you wet these shadows, they would just be so foiled in. Okay, next I'm going to go into Demo, this shimmer brown shade here. And then just place this on the outer half of my eye. Whoa, it's a little much maybe. I'm making a mess. But it would not be me if I didn't make a mess, you know what I mean? Just going back into Joy and kind of brightening it back up a little bit. And then next, I think I want to go into Glory, this shimmer right here. And I'm just going to place this in the center of my eye so that it kind of helps blend the two shades together. So it's kind of like a gradient, you know, and flows nicely. Don't think I've used this shade yet. It's really pretty. I'm liking it so far. Just gonna kind of run this brush through my crease with no additional product, just kind of blending things all together nicely. Next, I'm gonna go into VIP, this matte black shade here, just on a flat brush, and I'm just gonna kind of put it in the outer corner of my eye just to further deepen that up a little bit. I'm just taking a brush with nothing on it and kind of blending it. And don't worry about the messiness. I will clean it up in a minute here. What's your guys' favorite thing to do in the summertime? We love to go down to the river and play in the water and just lay on the beach because they have, well, I mean, it's pretty rocky, but then there's like some obviously parts where there's like sand and stuff, and so it's so fun. I love having like bonfires and friends over, barbecues, because I mean, who doesn't like food? Am I right? But yeah, comment down below what you guys like to do in the summertime. Do you like to garden? Do you like to go hiking? I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean out the fallout here. There's not much fallout besides the fact that I kind of just make messes as I apply anything on my face. Do you guys usually go on vacation during the summertime? What do you do? What do you do? I really want to know. Got stuff in my eyelashes. Setting powder, and so when I set my eyes earlier, my eyelashes all got white. Okay, next I think that I'm going to move on to my face, and for primer, I think I'm going to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter primer here and just apply this all over my face. Take off this ring because I'm scratching my face. Oh, I was shredding cheese for dinner the other night and I caught my knuckles on the cheese grater and oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. Like, it still hurts. I don't know, it's just like the little things, you know, that I feel like hurt the worst. I mean, obviously like breaking your leg hurts, but it's just like the little cuts, you know, like little paper cuts. Ugh. I can't even like think about paper cuts because the sound just like freaks me out. No thank you. But yeah, anyway, so it hurt so bad and I wanted to cry. Oh, and then another thing that I wanted to cry about this week was we had champagne flutes for our wedding, and like they said like Mr. and Mrs. DeBoer on it, and then like had the date of our wedding, and so beautiful. And I was washing them the other day, and so they were sitting like in the dry rack, and I was taking a cutting board out of the dish rack and like swung it around, and then I hit my glass, the one that says Mrs. DeBoer, of course, hit that glass, and then it fell into the sink and just shattered into a million pieces. And I was just like, and like then I like teared. I'm gonna like tear up now just thinking about it, but like it's emotional. No, but like I don't know. It's just like it's one of those things that is like very memorable, you know, and like it's like one of a kind, you know, like it was created for us and so personalized, and I broke it, and that was just like so sad. I'm still sad about it. I don't even know what to do, but Anyway, moving on. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Glopro foundation. This one here. Love this stuff. I am almost out. Oh my gosh. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and bounce that all over the face. Oh, and I forgot to shake it up. If you don't shake this one up, it has like little dots of white pigment in it. And so then you get like these little dots of foundation. So just word to the wise, shake it up before you use it. But I love this foundation so much. I mean, I love every foundation that I use because I don't use bad foundation or foundations that I don't like, obviously. But you guys know what I mean. You're getting what I'm putting down. Next for concealer, I'm gonna be using the Tarte Tape Shape, an old fave. I haven't used this in a million trillion years. And I'm not gonna put a whole lot on because it's a little bit goes a long way for me. And I'm putting it further down on or underneath my eyes because it, like when I go to pounce it out, it just kind of moves up, you know? Like I don't feel like I need a whole lot. And if I need like a little second coat, I can obviously just dab a little bit more on. I'm just kind of like taking what's left on my sponge and then running it on my nose and a little bit on my forehead. Just not going too crazy with the concealer today. Making sure I get the inner corners of my nose here. Sometimes I forget and then I look later and I'm like, it's all dark and dreary under them eyes and corners of them nose. Okay, next I'm going to take the e.l.f. setting powder, put it upside down because it has a little powder puff in here and I like to use the little powder puff. And so I'm just going to press this underneath my eyes. This powder is so finely milled, it's so nice. And then I'm just setting underneath my eyes for right now because I'm gonna put a cream blush on and I don't want to put powder down before and then put that on. I really like using these powder puffs underneath the eyes. Well, I like using it all over the face, but I feel like if your concealer starts to set in the creases of your eyes, you know, too fast before you can set it with powder, you can kind of just, for me at least, it works to just like, you know, press them out. I'm kind of caking just very lightly, caking it on and baking it a little bit underneath the eyes. And then for my blush, I am going to actually use a lipstick. It's the Her Real lipstick in the shade Mauve, and I accidentally broke the top of it, but you know, a very little dent in it. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and just kind of dab this on and then place it onto the apples of my cheeks and bringing it back a little bit, whatever's left on the sponge. I have been doing this lately and I feel like it just gives a very fresh, natural, glowy blushing look. I've been super into it. I know that MAC, like I feel like in all of their MAC Instagram videos and stuff, they're always using lipstick for blush, or their lipsticks for blush, yeah. And I was like, what? But it always looks so pretty, and so I tried it a couple weeks ago and I was like, I am so down for this. And this is just like a little mini, and so like it'd be great for traveling because then you wouldn't have to like bring a whole blush, you know? You could just bring a lipstick and then you could wear it on your lips and put it on your cheeks. Imagine that. And I wore this the other day with like for blush and then on my lips, and it just tied everything in so beautifully. Turned out so grand. Okay, next I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the same e.l.f. translucent setting powder all over the rest of my face. This is so fine that it feels like there's like, looks like there's smoke everywhere in here because it's just dusting. I always forget how much I like this setting powder, and it's so affordable. And then I'm just kind of also brushing off the light baking and caking. No, we don't want caking underneath the eyes. We don't want it to look cakey. It like doesn't even look like you have powder on. I love it. Thank you, e.l.f. for making such a wonderful powder. I feel like the drugstore is just getting so good at all of their product, or you know, like stepping up their game, you know, in the whole makeup department, because their stuff is just so good. And I love not having to spend, you know, like a buttload on makeup, you know, especially if you just want to wear it every day and you just want a little something. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But then there's also the really good stuff too, so I like both. Okay, so next I'm going to go into finishing my eyes, likable and gentle. I'm just running this underneath the lash line, and I forgot I was going to put on eyeliner. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to stop with my under eyes for a second and put on eyeliner. Okay, so I'm just going to put some black liner on my lower lash line. And this is from ColourPop, and the shade is Swerve. And it's a black gel, pomade or gel or whatever you want to call it. And I'm just taking it on a little flat brush here. Also a trick, if you need to like pull your lid down, you can take your powder puff and kind of just press gently and then pull it down so that you're not, like, you know, like wiping it on your eyes. And then you're not putting your hands on your makeup that you just applied as well. I really love the ColourPop eyeliners here. Like these stay in your waterline so nicely, and they don't, like, it doesn't budge. Like my eyes water a lot. Sorry, it's really loud. My eyes water a lot, and like it never runs or anything, and it dries down really quickly. So you kind of have to, like, if you're gonna like blend it out or anything, you want to do like one eye first and then the other, because it dries down really fast. Okay, so moving back onto the lower lash line for shadows, I'm going to continue putting Likeable underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to also go into Fuse, that chocolate brown shade. And then with that flat brush, I'm going to dip into VIP, the black shade, and just carefully kind of putting it on the outer corner so that it meets up, you know, with the black on the top shadow, top lid. All right, next with a pencil brush, I'm going to put shadow in my inner corner. I think I'm going to use Sugar, this matte white shade. I've really been liking putting a matte white in the inner corner of my eye. I've been super into that, because usually, like, you know, I put a shimmer shade in. Lately, I really like just putting a matte white. Oh gosh, I just flicked it in my contact. And then let's go ahead and pop on some mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes first. So I'm just going to use this Essence Lash Extension Mascara. I'm just going to apply a hefty amount. Okay, I have a few spots that kind of went crazy with mascara that I'm just going to let it dry so that it will just flake off when I try and take it off. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go into bronzer. I know I've been kind of like hopping all over the face, but yeah, that's what it's going to do. So I'm just going to use this Profusion Pro Contour Palette, and I need a brush. And I think that I'm going to use this middle shade here to kind of contour / bronze the face. I'm taking it along the hairline, bronzed, like I'm not living in winter look, you know. I love to go to the beach right about now, a beach that's warm. Also taking it on the jaw and underneath the chin and a little down the neck as well, just to make that look sharp. Okay, so next for highlight, I want to use one of the shadows in the chocolate palette. I'm going to be using this shade here called Frolic. I have been using it as a highlight, and it just looks so pretty on the skin. See, like how it looks natural, but then you got that beautifulness, and you can like really build it up. I love using shadows for highlights, especially if you're traveling, you know, you want to just take less products so that you have more room in your suitcase and stuff like that. Taking it down the nose a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Little on the chin here. It almost looks, you know, kind of wet, and then once I set it, it's just gonna look so beautiful. I'm gonna wipe the foundation and everything off my lips. It's driving me insane. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face using, what else? The Mario Badescu setting spray. Love this. And just fanning it with my palette. I need to get a little hand fan, you know, like those little battery operated ones, because then I wouldn't have to, you know, strain my wrist with fanning. And I'm just gonna take my Spee sponge and gently kind of press down any peach fuzz I may have. I mean, like, this powder is so amazing. Like, it doesn't look like you have powder on it all when you use it, but then like when you set it, you're like, I don't see no powder. You didn't use no powder. Love the combination of these two. Okay, next I'm gonna floof my brows with some setting spray. Spray a little bit on a spoolie and then just run it through my brows so I get a floofified look, because fluffy brows are my fave. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna use the Ultra Satin Kathleen Lights times ColourPop Liquid Lip in the shade Revere. It's this bright orange, beautiful. Love these kinds of lip colors so much. These are my favorite to wear in the summertime. I love to just, you know, like put bronzer in my crease, a little bit of blush, little foundation, and then a bright, oh, and of course mascara, bright lip color like this. I always hold my breath when I'm trying to apply lip color. I'm like, get a pass out. Okay, now I'm gonna clean up those makeup or mascara spots because I totally forgot about it. And then I set my face because that's gonna make them stay. I don't know why I did that, but you know, better late than never, right? All right, so this is the final look of the Chocolates Profusion palette. I'm obsessed with this palette so much. I love it. So universal. If you are just starting out with makeup and you want to try a palette, these palettes, the bomb. Definitely recommend these to anyone and everyone. It's totally worth it to have it. Especially if you do freelance makeup. Like, I mean, there's so many shades in here of different browns, like different brown tones and stuff like that. And I mean, I know it's a neutral palette and there's so many neutral palettes out there, but also totally recommend this Profusion contour palette. I know I only used one shade in the video, but I have used all of the shades here. I mean, this one's kind of like woo dark, but you know, if I was gonna go some, you know, way contour, I would definitely use that. Also, I have used the setting powders here. They are a little too dark for my skin tone. I feel like they just kind of give like a different kind of like orangey cast, yellowish, which is just too dark for me right now. I'm sure in the summertime this would just be perfect. But yeah, they're really nice, really creamy. They also blend out very nicely as well and don't look powdery on the face. Definitely recommend this. And yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video using these two palettes. I love them very much, and I can't say that enough. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I really like how it turned out, the lip color with the eyes, and I can't wait to wear this just in the summertime. I mean, you can wear whatever you want the whole entire year, but you know what I mean. I love it in the summertime. Anyway, guys, so check out my Instagram at Hannah D Beauty and follow me there. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment on this video. Comment what your favorite things are to do in the summertime. Also, I do have a Facebook page, Hannah D Beauty. Go check that out. And if you need makeup artists for your wedding this summer, definitely DM me, comment on this video, get a hold of me, email me. My email's in the bio. Do it, do everything. Also click the little bell after you hit the subscribe button so that it notifies you when I upload, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.